the end of the year, though, Mike, is winning time for Syracuse. And I watched them closely. They crush NC State by 20 in the opening round of the ACC tournament. I really like their draw because I said if they get by UVA, I felt strongly that Georgia Tech game was going to be for the title because I love that matchup. Georgia Tech, of course, gets through Virginia. They get through with the COVID situation. But just a heartbreaker there. Reese Beekman hits a three, only points of the game at the buzzer. They beat Syracuse. That had to be disappointing because it really was the Buddy Boeheim show. They headed into the NCAA tournament after that, crushed San Diego State, beat West Virginia, played a real tough Houston team, just ran out of gas. But I think they peaked at the right time. And I think, Mike, that if that Beekman shot doesn't go in, I think Syracuse could have won the ACC tournament. They were playing so well, and Boeheim was just out of his mind.
Buddy, by the end of the season, had found his legs. He's found his three-point shooting and had regained his confidence. I mean, we focused on his postseason play. And you're right, he went absolutely nuts in the 5 postseason games that they had, the 2 in the ACC tournament and the 3 in the NCAA. I think he averaged like 25 points a game in those games.
Yep.
But it wasn't just those games. If you go back to the end of the regular season and include, I think it was like the last 7 or 8 regular season games. So basically over the last 12 games that he played last year, Buddy Boeheim averaged 23 points a game.
Yep.
Now, that goes from, oh, wow, he found a hot streak in the postseason to, you know what? That was a pretty sustained effort for quite a while there. That's, 12 games is a month. And that's a month against either ACC competition or 3 teams in the tournament, the NCAA tournament. So he's not playing nobodies. This wasn't against non-conference. He just... He started playing the way that some of the coaches and Jim Boeheim, too, had said that they thought he was going to play back in the off season. Mm-hmm. They really had high. Everyone kept telling you, "Oh no, Buddy's going to be good," but because of all those COVID stoppages and everything that affected both himself and his teammates, including his backcourt partner, I think Buddy struggled there for the first 2/3 of the season, I guess it was. But man, to see him, he was the difference in the team. When he picked up his level of play, then everybody else fell in line and were able to kind of go along with him. Joe Girard played a little better, found a little more consistency. Yep. Marek Dolezaj became Marek because he was able just to do the stuff he's able to. He didn't have to play outside of his abilities. Mm-hmm. And Quincy Guerrier and Alan Griffin were doing the same. They got some bench help from Kadari Richmond and Robert Braswell, which was great. But man, it was Buddy, and I agree with you that Virginia game in the ACC tournament, you could tell Syracuse played great against a really good Virginia team.
Yep.
And if it hadn't have been for like 1 or 2 possessions at the very end, that they beat that team and they go on and I don't know if they win the ACC tournament or not, but with a win over Virginia on their resume, they get an even higher seed in the NCAA tournament, no matter what happens in the semifinals of the ACC.